Well, hey, all you warriors out there, Chris Rangel with the Uncaged Warrior, and I'm ready to ignite your fire. Hey, one thing that I did have somebody ask me, they said, Mr. Rangel, what is an Uncaged Warrior? What does that mean? What it means is that we are all warriors, right? We're in the battle, we're trying to fight. We're the guys that stand in front of our families or stand in front of our friends or stand in front of our loved ones, somewhere, people that we don't even know. And we tell them, hey man, stay in the fight to be the best. You got to, train like the best. You got to be the best. And that's a great thing. You definitely want to push yourselves to be at the highest level that you possibly can in anything that you do, whether that's just being a dad, being a brother, being a friend, being a spouse, being whatever that it is, being yourself, be the best that you can be. So an uncaged warrior is one that truly believes in reaching out and expressing yourself 100%. So many times people get in front of others and say, hey man, it's all going to be all right. Somebody says, hey, I'm going through this rough patch. And all we can say is, yeah, I've been there, or it's going to be okay. Or I'm standing up here telling you, hey, day by day, you're going to be uncaged. You're going to pull that mask down. You're going to walk in 100% free, uncaged. Well, we all know that there are days where we just don't believe that. The cage comes down in front of us. That mask goes up. We feel like we can't rip that door open, that we're just caged inside and this lion is attacking us from behind. But you know what? We have to stand in the gap for each other. We have to stand in faith. We have to be warriors. Warriors are more than conquerors, and that's what you are. So you got to stand true, stand toe-to-toe with any enemy. The enemy is depression. The enemy is the enemy. And when it comes on you, you got to throw it off and you walk away. And sometimes it takes two or more when they're gathered. Lord, here's our prayer in that. And when that happens, we become strong. We become these warriors that can't be held back. We are uncaged. And that's what it means. It means to be real with yourself. It means be real with others. Today I'm dropping the mask and I'm telling you, there are days where, it's just so tough to walk the walk. But you know what? You're not the only one going through that. Every single human being, anybody that takes life, any animal, they're going to have their good days. They're going to have their bad days. They're going to, we're going to have our even days. And we're either preparing for the storm, going through the storm, coming out of the storm. It's how you choose to walk. My goal or my hope for you is to build yourself up mentally, get in front of other alike believers, other people that feel like they can impact your life with positive message or with power and insight. My wife wrote the book Iron Sharpens Iron, and it takes your daily walk through the book of Proverbs. And so each of those days that I go back through, I could go back through, and there's something different each time that I read it. However, because it's a living, that's a living word, right? But when you get in there and you just look at it through the lens of the way she wrote it was the lens of a martial artist. I'm looking at it the lens of a warrior, or you may look at it the lens of a father, or the lens of a husband, or the lens of a single guy just trying to make it day by day. Whatever your lens is, find your focus, build yourself up mentally, physically. Some of us feel like, oh man, I'm getting older. Me personally, had C4, 5, 6, 7 disc fusions. I have herniated discs and L4, L5, S1. I have neuropathies. I have all these things, but you know what? They're just things. And I refuse to let them beat me. I am ready to fight that because I have other warriors like you behind me. I have my wife. I have my kids. I have my grandkids. I have my friends. And I have other warriors where we stand in the gap for each other. But that's what being a warrior is. It's standing in the gap for others. It's believing that we can be the very best that we can be by building ourselves up mentally, physically, spiritually, and to develop the greatest character that we could ever walk with. Keep on being that uncaged warrior. Take care now. Chris Rangel coming at you, Uncaged Warrior.